wonder if you guys can see the candy in the back. Oh my gosh, DOGE on Mars sucks. I'm just joking. Oh my god, Cocky News going up. That's good. Yeah, we got a couple coins to look at actually. Let me bring them up. 32%. NOS. NOS is up 30%. See, the good thing is that I have the crypto.com app now. So I can actually see the trending, not the trending coins, but the coins that are like up a lot. It's gonna get me nice ad revenue. This is too small. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. I guess just these two, right? And let's check the messages. Let's see what the comments are saying. Love Sato. I can make an update on Sato too, or Sato, as Matthew Jocko would say. Sato. Oh my god. But I mean, in our last video, that's what we said, right? Resistance, if it breaks below, we're probably gonna come all the way back down. So we already talked about it, nothing new there. But it's fine, I mean, it's not the end of the world, right? ACT. Toshi. Avantis, and then Aventis too. Aventis and Avantis. Mog. Oh my god, there's so many. I'll check the chat in a second. Most likely we're probably not going to get that many people in today because it's just so bearish. Oh, yeah, it's so bearish. Give me a second. I'm going to get some water. We have a lot of coins to look at. What's up? Silver Days is in the house. What's up, Silver Days? How are you? Welcome to the boring show. Keith says to double down and dogging me now or wait to see if it pull back decisions. I don't know. How's dogging me doing though? I mean, it already had a pullback. I guess if you're, yeah, but you're trying to, you're waiting for it to come make a lower low, right? Yeah, it's a tough one. Like, if it was me, and like, for example, if it was my Dogelon, I'm not buying anymore. The only time I would buy more is if I see a bigger capitulation, and if it actually breaks below 304. I would probably be a buyer at 304, and then also support at 3033. But I don't know if it's going to come back down here before. Like, I don't think it's going to come down that low, unless we get a black swan or unless we get some sort of major news or capitulation. But yeah, I mean, if you have your coins, then you don't need to worry about it. You don't need any more. I mean, you could always use more, but just know that crypto goes down 99% of the time. So you could always just wait. These are all just temporarily ups. And then you'll know when it goes up because you'll have the monster moves up, right? What's up, Flex? How are you? Good evening, Plug. How are you? Always Plug. What's up, Raymond? How are you? Silver Day says Zebik. How's Zebik doing? Zebik, yeah, it looks like it's attempting to break out. So it looks like it wants to break out. Taking a look at Zebik on the live stream. So far so good. It does look like it's attempting to break out. Breakout point is 2047. Once we break out of here, I would say 206, the previous all-time high, are in play. And then obviously when we break through that area of resistance, then all-time highs up to 1.5 cents are in play, is in play on the upside. And on the downside, it needs to stay over 2035. But that's pretty much it for Zebik. Not financial advice, just my opinion, and thank you. We got to check Kok Inu. Yeah, wow. Taking a look at Kok Inu on the live stream. So, wow, so far so good. We are in resistance though. So I know a lot of people don't like hearing this, but we are in resistance. We said that we had resistance at 6063 to 6084. Typically, this area is where people sell, but if you're the ones that are just holding it into the moon, then obviously that's where the term hodlers get rewarded the most, right? Our next target is from the low, it's going to be 245% to the 618. From the current price, once you do get a breakout of 6084, you're looking at another almost 100%. But what you don't want to do is get stuck here in resistance and come back down and break below 6063. Because what's going to happen is it's going to invalidate this move, and you're probably going to come back down to the bottom of this channel. So just be careful with it. We might break out. I'd say once we break over 6084, that's kind of confirmation, as long as we maintain price action over that level. With that being said, I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. You buying Varo, bro? It's about to take off. I don't think so. Oh, look, Aloe comes here, and then like literally the 2018 Ferrari 488 advertising. Yo, let's go. One day my YouTube will be big enough where my ad revenue and my my YouTube earnings can cover like my car payment. And then I'll buy a Lambo, because then I'll do car vlogs, and then I'll make even more like videos. Vara though, dude, such a gamble. Wait, I did tell you, right? Because I have crypto.com, and it's on there. And dude, I mean, it's tempting, because look, here's my thought logic. I'm not even joking. Oh man, it actually went up. Damn, it looks like it's going up right now. Oh wait, actually, I'm not too late though. Yeah, it's not too late. It's not too late. Check it out, Aloe. Look. So I was looking at this, and you see this. The last unlock was done for the investors, and obviously the investors are going to sell and try to get out, right? The last unlock for the investors was done on September 13th, so it was done last week. You can see that after that, there is no more investor unlocks, okay? So the investors are fully diluted. It's fully out, okay? So that obviously stops selling pressure. Now, the funds and team is still being distributed, but look, the difference is, the difference is $4 million, or sorry, not $4 million. I guess the difference is, yeah, it's a lot of coins. Yeah, what is that? Like more than 50%, right? Yeah, that's more than 50%. But anyway, it's already a small market cap, so I guess you can kind of argue against that. But, dude, this looks like, doesn't this just look like, it looks good, right? Am I crazy, or does this look like it's such a, it's gonna spawn in a giant green candle, dude? I'm not even joking. Hey, mate, any chance of a little look at Cookie DAO? Yeah, we can take a look at Cookie DAO. You think GST has found a bottom yet? Keith, come on, man. You're gambling. You might as well just buy Vara. We'll take a look at GST, but dude, that coin is, along with a lot of like spell token and stuff, like those coins are either gonna go parabolic and get all of it back, like go all the way back up to the, take 2 weeks to give it all back, or they're just going to go to zero. But I'll take a look at GST for you too. Hey there, I'm at work. Can you look at Notcoin? Yes, I can. Let me add that over here. Notcoin. You're at work. It's late. Actually, I don't know where you are, to be fair. It's 5 p.m. here. So if you're on the East Coast and you're at work, I don't know if you're on the East Coast, but if you're on the East Coast, yeah, what's that, 5, 6, 7? That's like 8 o'clock. Damn. Lambo live streams, yeah? We'll do some Lambo live streams. I need to get like, I need to 10x my YouTube though. Okay, I think actually if once I get to 50K subs, I think I can do it. I think that I'll get in if I, obviously, because you gotta understand, I post what, 10, 20 videos every single time I live stream after the live stream, but I also make weekly update videos, which is how many coins do I have on my watch list? I have all these, right? So however many that is, 1, 2, 3, it's like 30 videos because these are all member coins. So I think I could do it. East Coast, best coast. Let's go. Man, I want to move to Florida. Maybe. I don't know yet. I do like Florida though. All right, let's start looking at these coins. Let's look at, you said Cookie DAO. Cookie DAO. Yeah, so for Cookie DAO, nothing has changed. We're over the 236, so I'd say bearish under $12, bullish over 17. 17 does coincide with this downtrend, so you don't want to come up here and get stuck at resistance, come all the way back down. Once you break 17, 32 cents, and then Cookie DAO to the moon. Double top breakout should send you to price discovery up to $3.83. And then you said GST? Oh my gosh, man. I mean, this thing, I'm sorry, man. It is a gamble, though. It is a gamble, so... Like, I don't mean to bash on your coin, but, like, anything that looks like this is... You might get one wick up like you did last time, like last in 2024. You might get one final move up, but, like, still make a lower high. Because even to 3 cents, it's still around a 5x. So don't... So just remember that, like... That's a lot of money. 5 cents is a lot of money for GST. Considering that it is... I guess, is it fully diluted now? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's fully diluted. So it's fully diluted now. No more token unlocks. No more surprises. So just remember, I don't think it's going to go back up to $10 or $1 or whatever. But, you know, maybe 3 cents and then bull run target 10 cents. Because from right now to even 10 cents, it's a 20x, right? And just remember, last run that we had in January, it did do almost a 20x. So no reason why I can't do that again. And then you said Notcoin. Yeah, so Notcoin, there's nothing bullish, so just stop looking at your phone because you need to break 203. So to the gentleman that's in South Florida, I think, that's awesome. It's bearish as long as it's under 203. You really need the coin over 2048. Once that breaks, you're invalidating this downtrend. You break over the 380, you'll be macro bullish. Around 1 penny is the next target on the upside, which I think is a pretty big move up, right? Yeah, it's almost a 400%. So your $1,000 is $5,000, 4,000 profit. So this might be one of those coins that comes up and hits the 618 retracement. But it is fully diluted, so actually, you know what? It might actually break that. Because, yeah, it was 2.3 billion. Back up to its all-time highs at 13x. Yeah, so they actually came out with everything released, which is actually not bad. It's pretty good. So, yeah, so it's not crazy for this to go back up to 2 billion or even 5 billion and double what it had last time. You're looking at around 4 cents there. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Free lightning for 3 beans. First super chat of the night. Hey, thank you so much for the $3. I really appreciate that. Let me know what you want me to look at for you. Hello from Florida. Nice. Everyone's from Florida. I can't wait. If I move there. Can't wait. That'll be nice. Mog is killing me. We can take a look at Mog. That's actually one of the coins that we need to look at. You're welcome, Raymond. Flex says SEI. Anwar says, what's up? What's up, Anwar? My wife won't let me buy any more crypto. What do you mean your wife won't let you? Well, hey, put your wife on. What? Who the hell do you think you... No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Hey, she doesn't have to know. You know, just it's you know, it's your money. Your money, your choice. Unless you're using her money, right? You're welcome, Jason. Thank you. And good luck at work, man. 8 p.m. Working hard. Let's see. Let's look at SEI for the cowboy over there. I hope you make it so you could buy a farm or whatever you want to do with it. Whatever you want to do with your million. You look like somebody that would own a whole bunch of cattle or a bunch of tractors. I don't know. I mean, your picture is really far, so I don't know. But yeah, SEI is looking pretty good. So SEI is bullish over 30 cents right now. It looks like it's attempting to break out. The next area of resistance is 49 cents, okay? So 49 cents is the next target, which as of right now is going to be around a 50% pump. Keep in mind, once you break out 786 retracement is also resistance, previous high. And then once SCI breaks out and starts going to price discovery all-time highs, you have SCI at up to $4.26. That is the next target on the upside. So that's really what you want to see at. But for the most recent area of resistance, because you're over the 382, 49 cents is the next target on the upside. That's pretty much it for SCI, not financial advice, just my opinion. Living here in South Florida is a completely different way to live. You love it? Heck yeah. I just need to make sure my home has good irrigation and like has good you know, a good way to like funnel water and stuff out. And then yeah, just all that stuff, all that, you know, because it rains a lot, make sure there's no mold, all that good stuff. But I think I'll be fine. Let's see, what did I miss? Did I miss anything? So free lightning for 3. You didn't say what you want me to look at for you. I could take a look at it for you, or whatever you want me to look at. So just let me know. We'll take a look at MOG. I just did SEI. Pangolin having a little run while AVAX is also pumping. Okay, but I mean, we make weekly update videos on Pangolin, so most likely I'm just gonna say that we're still stuck. But I'll take a look at it for you because you're here right now. But yeah, you see this? So it doesn't matter. So I know you're saying run and people are excited about this, but I can't even tell you how many times people are excited about like this move, right? From the low to the high, you had a chance of making 112%, and then you actually came back down, consolidated. Next move up, is this going to be the time? Is this the moment? Is this the moment? Kind of like my intro. Is this the moment? Tonight is the night. That's literally why I chose that introduction. Is because every single time people think, hey, this is it. It's going to go up. And we get stuck here, and that's exactly why we have this box. As long as we're stuck here, if you can't break out of here, so if you come up here and you start seeing red candles, chances are we're going to probably come back down. And that's why people trade it, right? That's why we have this box where it's like, hey, at least you can take some profits or, you know, do a little trading. But if you're holding long term, it doesn't even matter because you're holding it past, you're holding it to 37 cents on the macro target. So you really need to get a break over 16 to 22. 37 cents is the target. But so far, so good. If it's her money, then buy maximum leverage. Damn. My wife is about when is my wife asks about when is my crypto bull run. Hitachi, tell your wife that the next crypto bull run is going to be when she gives you all of her money to invest in DOGE on Mars. Tell her when you put all your money in DOGE on Mars, that's when she's gonna have a nice brand new house, brand new countertops, New curtains, new sofa, new car. She can have everything she wants, all for only 99% of what's in her bank account. And if you guys have a shared bank account, then I guess what's in your bank account. Cyber Courage for $2. Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Do you think Simon's Cat is a bad play? It depends. Is it up right now? Let's see, because I think it's up. Simon's Cat. Oh. No, it isn't. Is this the full chart, though? Damn. It's not locked liquidity, but that's a lot. Simon's Cat is about, it looks like it's ready to go. It looks like you're about to get a giant green candle that breaks, that's probably going to spawn in, that's going to be like 50 to 100%. I mean, it depends. Are you holding it long term, or are you trading it? Because like, if I had $100, let's just say it's $100. I know you're probably like, oh, I'm gonna put like 1,000 or 5,000 in. But let's just say like for easy math, if like I was like, okay, like I'm gonna gamble at $100, I would probably put $100 and take out 150 to 200 in the short term, just for a trade. Because yeah, it does look ready to go. You just broke the 236. So as long as you stay over 5 zeros to 81, then 4 zeros 12 is the next play, which is 50%. And then if you come here and triple top, then it doesn't matter because you made 50 bucks or whatever. But if it blows up out of here, the next area of resistance is 17. So 4017. But yeah, I think it's a good play right now. I think it looks ready. Just off of looking at that, I guess let me look for the RSI and the stock RSI. Yeah, I mean, nothing crazy. RSI looks like, you know, the last time was you were overbought. It peaked. Last time you were kind of overbought. You still peaked right here. And it looks like if you get a giant, you know, green candle and the RSI goes overbought, it will put you somewhere over here making a higher high before you obviously correct for another, what, like 6 months, 4 months, whatever it's going to be. And also just keep in mind, I'm giving you a very conservative target. Dude, this thing could just, you could just wake up and this thing could be at like, this thing could be at $1. I don't know. Like, some coins are just like, you know, you're going to get a giant green candle that spawns in. Nobody would have known. Nobody would have known. So, just FYI. All the end, MOG. That's right. I forgot MOG. Taking a look at MOG on the live stream. So, 6073 is still a valid support on the downside. As of right now, target on the upside is still 5014 to 5023. Once we get a breakout, then we can start looking at the next targets on the upside. But as of right now, those are the targets on the upside. Keep in mind that it is going to be around a 43 to 132% pump before, in my opinion, we get some sort of correction before we move up, which at that point we need to redraw the targets. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. My average on PNG is 30 cents. Do you think it'll come back to that point? Yeah, I think it will. Yeah, keep in mind, Nick, that PNG is still extremely macro bullish as long as PNG stays over 11.5 cents. So PNG, I mean, also keep in mind, I don't know, like when you spawned in, but if you look on my channel, we literally been covering PNG since 1 cent, okay? So, just FYI, if you had bought back here, you would have 50x your money. So I know, like, you got to understand that, like, just when this happened and when this giant move happened, a lot of people spawned in. A lot of people were like, oh, PNG's a great coin, I'm going to buy some. So now, reflecting back, I don't know where you bought, but say yeah, your average is 30 cents. So you're one of the people that basically bought over here at 30 cents when the price was already up so much. So you live and you learn. right? There's really nothing you can do. Trust me, we've all made that mistake. I've been burned a couple times, and everyone's been burned in here. So don't feel bad about it. But well, where was I going with this? Oh, but don't feel bad because PNG is a small market cap to begin with. So it has a lot of upside potential, okay? So right now I think the market cap is 33 million. So it's really not that much. They don't do token releases. There's no unlock schedule. It's a very small market cap. In my bull run target and my conservative target, even for when the price was 1 cent, was around $1.34. Okay, but if you're done with crypto, then just be done and sell it at 30 cents because I do think it is going to go back up to 30 cents. But I do think that we are at least going to get a 786 retracement for Pangolin, which is $1.38, if not go higher, right? That's why, you should always set your selling points, sell on the way up, and then take profits on the way up. But right now you're down because your average is 30 cents. So right now, just wait until we break this area, and then 37 cents would be the next target. That's all I got to say. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And you got this, don't worry. Wick says Holy. Holy is in a crazy bull flag. Also now have Holy swap. Can we look at DGen and Doge? Thanks, Meow. Just some meme coins from now. My other coins like Swiftcoin XLM, some others are pretty much stable right now. Let's see, DGen and Doge. Both the Ds. Taking a look at DGen on the live stream. So DGen does look like it wants to break out. Keep in mind, we do have resistance at 2043 to 2071 for DGen. Once you get a breakout over this area, 1 cent 60 is in play. But keep in mind that is valid. That is hitting the downtrend, so it will, it could come back up here, get stuck, and then come all the way back down. So just be careful for that. But pretty much we're in the waiting room right now, and we're just waiting to break out over this box. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. And then Doge for 3. Thank you so much for the 3 beans. I really appreciate that. Taking a look at Doge on the live stream. So nothing has actually happened. Nothing has changed, but I do need to make more Doge content because it is popular and I need to get into the Dogecoin community. So obviously we came down, we retested support on the short time frame at 25 to 27 cents. This is still valid as long as we're under 29 cents. 29.5 cents is the target to break out. Once we break out, 36 cents is in play, which all validates this uptrend, and you're in this channel. So very, very, very bullish for Dogecoin. At any point, if we do break below 25 cents, we will have to redraw our targets, and at that point, I'll take a look at it again. But so far, so good right now. We're just waiting for that next push up and for that next higher high to form. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. And thank you so much for the 3 beans. Luna says, be nice and hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Simon Katz looks ready. Yes, it does. XLM is teasing me bad. What's a good day trading coin to day trade with $1,000? Ooh. I don't know. Doge on Mars, but don't trade it. Just buy it. I'm just joking. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second. It's really hot in here. So unprofessional, right? It's okay. These are the stories. I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the day, in November of 2023, when I first started live streaming, I didn't have a chair, so I had to sit on a box. And I don't know if you guys remember that. A couple of you remember that, but back in the day. But man, we've been here for 2 years now. That's not bad. Sorry. Yeah, we've been here for 2 years now. Not bad at all. It's pretty good. It's just, you guys are gonna come with me when I move, or if I move, or whatever happens. We'll all be here together. I really want to put a cat tower in the back so my cats can. So I can include the cats on the live stream. They're both, one's sleeping on my desk over here. and the other one's sleeping in front of the door. Let's see. All is the end. I really can't tell you what coin to trade with $1,000. But whatever you do choose, we can take a look at it, and then I can, just like how it showed you with that one coin. What was it, like 50% to the next area of resistance? And you had an option of getting 50% or 100%. So that's like a $500 to $1,000 swing. So. I'm waiting for more bullish moves from XLM. Yeah, XLM will get its chance. Cock Inu, Matthew Dropco's in the house. We actually did cover. We actually covered Cock already. But we'll take a look at it again because you are the #1 crypto analysis fan. Yeah. So just FYI, we are stuck in resistance here at 6063 to 6084. So, like, for example, to the guy who's like, what should I invest in $500? When we had looked at this, because obviously we've looked at this before, and we should support here. So, like, if you were to buy here when the RSI is oversold and when the stock RSI is reset, I would have been like, hey, like, that's right there. That would be around a 60% to 114%. So you'd be at what? Your $1,000 would be, let's just say you didn't even buy the bottom. The $1,000 would be at $1,570. So then, you know, that's on you, right? You can't be greedy. You have to be like, hey, do I want to wait? Is this the time that we're going to get that breakout, or should I sell it because we're making a lower high? So you have to decide at that point. But there's your Matthew drop coin. And I already did Mog. Hopefully you were here for that. Yo, flip currents for 20 beans. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Yo, that is a lot of beans right there. That is what is that? This third super chat of the night. Yo, thank you so much for that. What did you say? Turbo and Sneck, please. Yo, you come in here and super chat so much, man. I really, 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 really hope you make it. I really hope these things go to the moon. Yeah, so for Turbo, taking a look at Turbo on the live stream. So far so good with Turbo. We stayed over our crucial area of support at 2037. We did box here because we did say that we can get a reversal and get stuck here and make a lower high and come back down. So just keep in mind the price to beat for Turbo is going to be 2047 to 2043, which we're over that right now. Once you get a breakout, I do think you're going to come back up to the 618 and tag it for the third time. I don't think we're going to get stuck for the third time in a row. I do think that the next target on the upside for Turbo is going to be around 2086 for a higher high. And with that being said, that's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion, and thank you. And then Sneck. Sneck is I think, yeah, this is looking pretty good. Nothing has really changed with Sneck though. Taking a look at Sneck on the live stream. So nothing has changed from our last update video. We are going up. We are holding this trajectory. We are over 2030, which we will redraw. We will have to redraw this area of support when we do get a breakout over this previous peak at 2058. When we do that, we have to redraw it. But the targets on the upside, they don't need to change. It's still 2095 for a double top, and then a breakout for all-time highs should put you somewhere in between 1 cent 73 and 2 cents 94. Even if it's a wick up here or whatever, I do think that is the next target on the upside on the macro time frame. Before obviously consolidation and a breakdown and correction and then getting ready for the next move up. And that's if we're going to have a next move up. But that's pretty much it for Sneck. I mean, we're looking at on the high end another almost 600% from the current price. But yeah, not financial advice, just my opinion. Thank you so much, and I will catch you in the next video. And let's see. What other coins do you have? Oh, let's take a look at Billy and used car. Billy, oh, come on. It's actually not moving. Yeah, so Billy, we're just waiting to break out of this area. I really want this to just go to 3 cents, but at that point you have to decide, hey, do I want to sell it? Because think about it. Okay, so like, say like, let's just say you put in $1,000, right? Let's say you put in $1,000 now. You sell at the 618 retracement. You'll be at $9,500 because 850% is 8.5x. So your 1,000 is. So yeah, 100% is 2,000. So yeah, it's $9,500. So you could even take out your initial investment of $1,000 and you'll still be left with $8,500. So you got to think about it like that, right? Now imagine that, but imagine like selling on the way up, where you buy $1,000 and you're like, okay, like I want $500 back, and I'm gonna sell at more conservative targets, which is 2 zeros 5, 1 cent. Which if you had done that, or like say like we talked about it and like that's what it was, and again, $1,000 to make it easy, right? So okay, you bought in $1,000, and over here, you took out like a fourth of it, and you have 750, and then you took out another fourth of it, and then that is 1250. So it's like $2,000 right there, and then it never came back down to the $500. Your $500 that you had in there is still 1,117, and then you just had all that extra money that you could have bought when the RSI was overbought, and then do it that way. But that's a lot more effort. I hope you understand what I'm saying. But and the reason why I bring this up is because I would absolutely hate to lose any sort of pump anymore on my coin, which is obviously DOGE on Mars. So I'm selling on the way up, and I don't care. Like I sold my position at the 0.5 because I don't know. I tell you guys, you put in your sell order on Gemini, which you could actually do it on crypto.com too, which is really nice. I need to put in my sell orders, but I hit it at the 0.5. But looking back, I'm like, dude, I wish I had sold everything, right? But you can't think like that. You can't think like that. But look. So back here, when we had, when this was the low, we broke down. So when this was the low, I had my sell target at 6 zeros 58 at the 0.5, and it actually ended up tagging it, and it sold. And I remember, I think I made like a good amount of profit on that. And then I didn't end up buying back. I just like my OX, I ended up just taking it out because I was just so down. And then the entire position actually went lower and made a lower low. And now it's at whatever 10K. So it's crazy. It's like the worst feeling ever. It is the worst feeling ever. I don't think if I sold at the 0.5, I don't think that like I would be in such a worse position. I would be in such a bad. I would feel so bad basically. And then you said, oh yeah, and then used car. I know that's a lot of information, but like I hope you guys kind of understand what I'm trying to say. Where it's like, especially if you're accumulating when you're in an accumulating zone, and when it's consolidating and when you've bottomed and going sideways, like it's like, oh, I put in $500 now, maybe I'll sell a quarter over here because the 236 is 130%, and 382 is 400%. And then the 618 is 16x, right? Just think about it here. So like, for example, even if you bought the low, when the RSI and the stock RSI were oversold, which was here, right? We would have been like, hey, just keep in mind the RSI is oversold. So let's just say you even bought it here and you went through this capitulation. It went up almost a 10x from this price, not even if you caught the low. But I'm guessing that that's the 618 retracement. So if you do that, yeah, look, it tagged the 618, which is 3 cents 70. And you had a 618 retracement, and you came all the way back down. You see that? So it's like that with every single coin, right? So when you start taking a look at it on a macro perspective, it's a little bit easier. But yeah, I can absolutely flip coins, 100%. And that's what's scary, right? You could literally spawn in, and I've seen this. A lot of people in crypto have seen this. Dude, you could be up 2,000%, and like when you wake up and you look at Billy, you could just see it up like 10,000%. So like, yeah, absolutely. With Billy and with used car, it is a little bit different because it is such a small market cap. A lot of upside potential, especially for those 2 coins. And then especially for Billy, because Billy has very good tokenomics, and it has very, you have $1.24 million locked burn liquidity to 3.4 million market cap. That means that when this thing's at 30 million, this thing's going to be at, what is it, like 11.4, no, 34 million. It's going to be at 14 million locked liquidity. That's almost 50%. That's absolutely insane. That means that if I was a millionaire, and if this thing was 10x and I put in $1 million, it's going to affect the price a little bit. It's not going to like pump everyone's bags. It's very liquid. Let's see. Next 8 weeks, we're going to get money. I don't know, flip coins. Let's see. Let's look at my crypto.com. My crypto.com says otherwise. It says It says 10 and 680. Why 680? Yeah, it's 4. It should be 10,400, but I guess on crypto.com it's 680. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Hope DOGE Law Mars does well for you. Thank you. I appreciate it, Nick. Yo, I really hope so. I am banking on it. Let me see something actually. Let's see. What the heck? I see. Okay. Okay. Never mind. What did we miss? Matthew Jopko, did you see MOG or no? Or do you need me to look at it again? And in the meantime, I could take a look at Avantis and Aventus. That's funny. Avantis and Aventus. Taking a look at Avantis, AVNT, on the live stream. So far so good. You did come down. You didn't necessarily came all the way down and retest the bottom side of support at 60 cents. But you did come down and you did tag 90 cents as support before we had to move up. Now $2.91 is still the target on the upside. What you don't want to see is making a lower high and then starting a downtrend forming, okay? So you do need to break out of this, make a higher high for this for there to be a continuation. If you don't, this area of support is still valid. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. And then let's look at Aventus, and then let's look at the charts. Taking a look at Aventus on the live stream. So far so good. It does look like it's just consolidating sideways as it has been doing since, I guess you can say, all the way back in March of 2025, so earlier this year. You do need to get a breakout over $2.01 and $2.88. Once you get a breakout, then we can start looking at the macro targets on the upside. But as of right now, as long as we come up here and get stuck, it is still bearish on the shorter time frame. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. Does anyone think Bonk can 10x? I don't know. Let's see. If I was holding Bonk, do I think that Bonk can 10x? Damn, dude, look at this chart. Very bullish. 118,000 holders. It's on Binance. It's on Coinbase. 8 million on Upbit is very impressive. That's a lot of money. $8 million on Upbit too, because that's not even trading. I think it's just like a wallet that you hold. Can it 10x? I guess it's been a while since we've looked at Bonk, right? Taking a look at Bonk on the live stream. So on the macro time frame for Bonk, we are very bullish over 4018, which we're over. We almost came down and retested it as support, but we did get a nice recovery. As of right now, target on the upside is 4029. What you don't want to happen, because it looks like you're making lower highs, you don't want to come up and retest the 618 as resistance and then come back down and have a big move down under 4018. But as long as you're consolidating and accumulating within this range over 4018 and 4029, the targets on the upside are still valid. And then once you get a breakout and once it's confirmed, double top and price discovery, I do see Bonk at 302, which as of today is around a 7x, which keep in mind Bonk is a 2 billion market cap, so a 7x is going to put it 14 billion. Can it go higher than that? Maybe. I think 14 billion with us having a confirmed target here at 302 is playing it pretty conservatively. So anything over that, then God bless. But anything under that, then yeah, I mean, you'd still be making a lot of money anyway, right? So with that being said, I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. There, I hope that answered your question. I'd say conservatively 7x. I know everyone wants to get a 10x, and you're like, oh, well, you're not giving me the answer you want. Or, yeah, you're not giving me the answer I want, and I get it. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to play it smart because I would hate for it to go to 302 and you're holding everything because you're not selling on the way up, and then it never hits a 10x, which as of today is going to be, yeah, like a 28. So 30 is 28 instead of 30 is 20, and you never selling and then basically coming back down and instantly losing 50% of your value. The past cycles have seen large caps, then mid, then parabolic stage. I was thinking of throwing some turbo into SUI, then buying turbo back. That's a dangerous game, Flip Coins. That is a dangerous game, because what if... I think you're already well diversified, if I'm not mistaken. But I was thinking of throwing some turbo money into SUI, then buying turbo back. SUI. Yeah, this thing looks so bullish. Damn, it looks like it's about to break out too. Okay, I see what you're saying. Because you're even over the 618. Yeah, you're over the 618. This thing looks like it's ready to blow. I see what you're saying. And you have a lot of cojones. You have some big cojones to do that. I would be too scared, because I would be way too scared. But I can see where you're getting that from, because you're over the 618. You're about to break. It looks like you're literally about to break out. You're in this area. You're like in this area of compression right now, and it's right next to the all-time high, right? So if you don't come up here and get stuck and come back down for whatever reason, which will look like a dumb chart, which I don't think is valid, then yeah, I'd say $5 and then up to $10. It could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is in play right now for SUI. So I can see where you're getting that from. And then turbo, you just know you got stuck at the 618. You're going on the third time of retesting it. So very bullish over the 618. Still bullish, but not as bullish as SUI for turbo. So I get it. Carlos, welcome to the live stream. Swift coin, please. You got it. Swift coin. I don't think it's doing anything, but I can still take a look at it for you, sir. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Swift coin's just still consolidating. On the shorter time frame, bearish under 1.5 cents and 1 cent 15. A breakout should send us to 2 cents 30. It needs to stay over this uptrend and 207, which coincides with the uptrend. So not financial advice, just my opinion. Salma says, what do you think about NXC? How high can it go? I'll take a look at it for you. Wasted Memories, thank you for looking at it. You're welcome. Eddie Lang, I actually did Avantis already. I already take a look at it. I already I already took a look at it. I already looked at it. Damn, well, I don't know. It's too hot in here. I had a brain skip. But I can take a look at it again for you, and then I'll reply to your comment on my video. Because I think you requested it, right? Let me see. Let me see. Did you request it? Oh, no, you didn't request it. You might have commented on it, though. Can you please do MXC, Staffy, and Floki Inu? We will try to get to all of them for you, Salma. We could take any other coins for you. MXC USD. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was on crypto.com. It went up a lot. Yeah. So we actually looked at this already because whenever the RSI was overbought, it formed some sort of bottom, and we had a nice move up every single time. But unfortunately, MXC is still macro bearish. MXC is macro bearish under 2019, bullish over 2043. So this entire area is resistance. And then once you break out, 1 cent 60 is in play. Which is around a 20x from the current price. Anything over that, then good luck. I mean, did they do token releases? Oh yeah, this thing's a very small market cap, so I guess a 20x. Yeah, I guess a 20x is going to put the market cap at 40 million, and this thing's been at 300 million market cap, so this could go well over that. I mean, yeah, this thing is 100x. Yeah, this thing is 100x back up to its all-time high. Look at this. Look at this. 170x. So I think playing it very conservatively, a 618 retracement is in play. But if this thing doesn't just go to zero and completely die, then maybe it can go back up to its all-time high and you can get your 100x. But it says MXC processing migration from L1 to MXC L3 chain. So just basically do your research and just don't blindly buy this because the price is at the all-time low, because it's doing so. I don't know what this means. So your coins might be worthless, or they might, depending on where you're buying it, they might support the new coin or whatever. So just do your own research, obviously. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Let's see, Staffy. FIS. Yeah, so nothing has changed with Staffy. Bearish under 20 cents, bullish over 37 cents, okay? So you got long ways away. Keep in mind that itself is 246%. So really, really, really bearish right now. Floki, taking a look at Floki. Yeah, so Floki's doing pretty good. You're still within the parameter you're still holding within this range. Taking a look at Floki on the live stream. So far so good with Floki. Over 4098, then 3016 is in play. You're still in this uptrend. You're still making higher highs on the macro time frame, which again, the next move up should take us to 2012 for all-time highs. I think that's still valid, and I think that's still true as long as we maintain price action over this uptrend and in this channel. But at any point, if we do break below this area, then I'd say we're probably going to have to look at areas of support at that point and more downside. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. There you go, 3 for 1. God's Rare Creation, let's go. Aventus, I just did Aventus for you. That's funny. Did you comment on my video? Because I think you did, right? Someone did. Let's see. Oh no, I guess not. Yeah, we just took a look at Aventus. So yeah, I mean it's still just consolidating right now, God's Rare Creation. So you're still waiting to get this breakout over 288, 201 and 288. We've been in this price action since March of 2025. So you've literally been just consolidating and accumulating for what, like 7 months now, going on 7 months. So, what is it? Next pump in November. I mean, I guess last pump was in December, March, December, March, June, October, I guess maybe. But I'm not really sure when that's going to happen. Honest opinion, do you think Litecoin could get to $1,000 or possibly over? Yeah, I think it's possible. What I don't like about Litecoin is this. I don't like the fact that last bull cycle, it never made an all-time high. Or it did. It made an all-time high by like 20 bucks. That's what I really don't like about it. But if this is it, and if we do get like a XRP sort of breakout, then yeah, I think up to $1,700 is in play. Did we look at Wormhole? No, we didn't look at Wormhole. We could take a look at Wormhole. God's Recreation for 3 beans. Let's go. 4th super chat of the night. Let's see. I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4th super chat of the night. Thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you like the TA, man. I really appreciate the 3 beans. Swiftcoin. Yeah, so we already looked at Swiftcoin, but it's okay. We can take a look at it again for you really quick. It's not doing anything. So, Jesus Garcia, just FYI, we make weekly update videos on Swiftcoin. So these videos are on the channel too. So you could just sort it by date, and then you could kind of look at the Swiftcoin because this is a member coin. So Swiftcoin, it needs to break 1 cent 15 and 1 cent 1 cent 15 to 1.5 cent, and then 2 cents 30 and 8 cents is my macro target on the upside. As long as you're over this uptrend, and as long as you're over support at 207, which coincides with the uptrend, your targets on the upside are also valid. But at any point, if you do break below this area and invalidate this, all this needs to be deleted, and we'll have to create a new chart. That's pretty much it. I hope that made sense. And yeah, thank you for stopping by. Wormhole, that's one on crypto.com. I was looking at that because it's up so much on crypto.com. Taking a look at Wormhole on the live stream. So that's basically where my money goes when I invest into crypto. Anyway, so taking a look at Wormhole right now, just keep in mind and be careful because we are getting stuck at the 236 area of resistance at around 12 cents, okay? Not only that, the RSI is extremely overbought and the stock RSI is very bullish, okay? Usually this is recipe for a correction, but sometimes we do get one last impulsive move up before a bigger correction. So technically, as long as we're over the 236, 20 cents at the 382 is the target on the upside, next target on the upside. Keep in mind, this is all resistance though, so just be careful and play, yeah, play at your own risk. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. There you go, Ari. I hope you bought Wormhole down here instead of buying it when it's going up, because you'd be up 152%. Swiftcoin has been consolidating for a long time. I think multi-X potential coin, yeah, easily. And also, just keep in mind, Swiftcoin is such a small market cap. Like, look at this. This is like Pangolin. Yeah, it's 91 million. So if this thing's gonna pull what Uniswap or PancakeSwap or whatever, oh my God, is Allo in the chart? Is Allo in the chat? Oh my gosh, look at these cars, man. I swear, I'm not looking at. I didn't look at any of these cars. None of these cars. Let's see. What are we thinking? XLM Stellar Lumens. I used to have so many XLM coins. Me and my coworker, we used to like bet using XLM. It was a point I owed him like $1,000, and then we just said I just said, hey, high roll wins $1,000, and then he felt so bad, and he would give me like handicap. He'd be like, all right, I'll give you a +3 to your to your roll, and I would still lose. I would roll like snake eyes, and I would still lose. And then I was like, oh my god. And then like he was like, all right, I'll give you a +5, +6, and then eventually like basically it washed out. But man, we used to roll dice with when XLM was back here. Yeah, XLM was here when we did that. Where 100,000 like a 10,000 XLM was like $500. What is that? Hold on. Hold on, give me a second. There was. What's up, buddy? So make sure the cat outside is okay. All right, let's see. Be honest. What car you what car am I calling? Let's see. But XLM's not doing bad. So taking a look at XLM on the live stream. So our targets are still valid. So you can see we did break below support, but we are now over it. Well, we really needed to stay over support. The problem is now that it's using this area of support as resistance. And typically what happens is you make lower highs. So right now what you're really hoping for is a breakout over this area of support, which is now resistance at 42 cents. Once you do get over that, again, macro target on the upside is 360, and then moon boy target is up to $8 for XLM. At any point, if we do break below this area, we will have to look at the next areas of support. So again, that's if XLM breaks below and stays under 37 cents. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Oh, be honest, what car? Okay, here, let me show you. So this was my car. Okay, so in 2023, when my wife and I, we wanted to save money, basically. We both sold our cars, okay? Okay, so we both sold our cars, and then I bought a Toyota, like a 2008 Toyota Corolla, like very basic car, and we've been sharing that car for the last 2 years. But we were just like looking at cars recently, and my car, not the exact car that I had, but like the make and model of the car, which already is very rare, because there's only 1,000 of these that are built, came up for sale. So, let me see if my name's on here. No, it isn't. Okay. I would have to drive to get it, but... Okay, so this was my car. Do you guys want to see it? Like, this was the make and model of my car, and there was only like a very limited amount that's built. So when these cars come up, it's very rare, right? When I sold it for, back in the day, I sold it for 23,500. It was like very low miles, okay? So I saw this car and they're selling it for 13,000. And the reason why is because it has 150,000 miles. So I don't know, I reached out, okay, so like true story, Alo, I'm not even joking. So I reached out and I was like, what is it? Let me see. I'll even read it. Okay. So I was like, what's your out the door price? And they were like 13,979.94. And I was like, let me check everything. And then I wrote, I would like to be at 11,000 out the door. Now hold on, I know that's like 2,900 less, but hear me out, okay? So you guys are gonna be like, oh, you lowballed him or whatever. No, I didn't, because look, I even wrote the reasons. Because I know this car, I've had this car before. I said, reason being is because although that is a little lower than market value of the car has 160,000 miles on it. And I don't see any of the big ticket items on the Carfax being changed or replaced, like the fuel pump, ignition coils, suspension, wheel bearing, and sway bar links, which all total around a little bit like $4,000 or $5,000 of car repairs, right? So you got to take that in consideration. And then basically he was like, I wish we could do that, but we're not like a big blah, blah, blah. Our margins are very low. Like even with our $300 off inner price, like and taxes and DMV fees, like we're kind of far apart. And I was like, I understand 100%, no problem at all, because I'm not in a rush. I don't want to like, it's not like I want to. I'd rather just put that 10K into like DOGE, right? I said no problem at all. If it changes in the future, just or if it sits and you want to make a sale, I guess I shouldn't have said that. Like, oh, if you want to make a sale, but I didn't mean it like that. I don't think he took it like that. I said, please reach out to me and we can make a deal at some point. I wish you the best, and I did the like hands thing, and then he wrote, absolutely sure, I will, not a problem, thank you. Okay. Let me show you guys the car now before we get into this. So this is the car, okay? So this was the car I had back in 2023. So this is a very special edition car, okay? And it drives like really nice, and it's stick shift. I drive stick shift. So what I also did with it, I added a 360 bird eye view and a camera system on it. So basically it records when people get close to it. So it's nice, right? Like, what do you guys think? But it does have a lot of miles on it. But my thought is that, okay, like if I can get my car back for cheaper, why wouldn't I, right? Why wouldn't I do need to fix that. But that's the only thing cosmetic that I see wrong with it. But I like this car. It was very nice. I really did like it. So anyway, let's read the chat. So, but anyway, he said no. So I'm not gonna, like, my whole thing is like, yeah, I get it. You want 11, or you want 12 or 13 out the door, 13.9 out the door. But the car, I mean, yeah, it's a Toyota, but it has 160,000 miles, dude. I have to change the spark plugs. I'm gonna have to change the fuel pump soon. I'm gonna have to change all those like things. No accidents. It has one owner, which is perfect. It has one owner. No accidents, and they took care of it. But on the Carfax, it doesn't show that they've replaced any of the big things. So my concern is, oh crap, like unless they did it third party, I don't see any proof of it. So I have to take on that liability. And on the Kelly Blue Book price, the price is already between 11 and 14,000. So if they're coming out the door at 13.9, it's like right on the money, but I don't want to take that risk. I want it on the small. I want to pay less, basically. All right, let's see. Aventus pump next month or November. Nobody knows when, but let's see. Because you sent me $3. Let's see. Okay, so the last times that Aventus pumped was February, October, which is coming up. October, November, which is also coming up. October, November, yeah. So every single time in October, November, we've had a nice move up. So maybe you do get a nice move up, but just keep in mind again, like this pump wasn't that big, right? This pump you had a 0.5 retracement before you came back and made a lower low. I'm not saying that's going to happen every single time, God's Rare Creation, but just keep in mind that again, this time we might not break out of this area of resistance, or we might have another 0.5 retracement for a lower high at $3.75. But if we break out, then it doesn't matter because it is such a small market cap and it's going to the moon. So yeah, so regardless, it's going to the moon once we get that breakout. Very little money is gonna, because it's such a small market cap, it only takes like one partnership or one really big exchange to list it in order for it to go up. Hey dude, alt season is literally right around the corner. I've been watching you for 2 years. Let's go, 2 years, yeah. We've been here since November of 2023, but I always say January of 2024 because it's just easy, so. Let's see. This is my first ever bull run. I jumped into crypto in February. Can you describe in your own words how it feels like things? Dude, it's the best feeling. The best feeling was when I had like $4,000 in Shiba Inu, and it got listed on Coinbase. So again, if you're kind of taking like bigger risks in the bull run and when everything's euphoric, these exchanges list a bunch of coins, and it has like really big move. Like these coins have really big moves up. So they you know, my $4,000 turned into like 20 grand in like an hour. That's what I tell Flipcoins. I don't know if Flipcoins is still here, but you have such little time to get in like 1 hour. It went from 4K to 20K, and I panic sold, and I ended up selling for like 17 or 18 or whatever it was at the time, and I'll never forget that because it was the best feeling ever. It's like, oh man, I even made money with Tezos, and this is just like, you know how I say, oh, like make just a quick 20-30%. That's what I did with Tezos. Like I never went all in. I never like held it. I was like, oh, I think this is a good time to buy Tezos, and I put in $1,000 and I took out $1,200, like $200. But like it went. So when I sold it, it went even higher. It went like, and I did the math. If I had sold it when it went higher, um, it would have been like 50 grand or 60 grand, which is a lot of money. But just keep in mind, we did have a retracement, so you had a pullback. So you would have had to hold, you would have to hold through the pullbacks, and you don't know where the high is, which is very scary. Because when you see that initial wick up and then it starts like, it starts dying down and it starts going sideways, you got scared. You're like, oh man, is it about to go down, or is this it? Like, is it just, because when it goes up so fast, and then when it goes down really fast. So there's that in between moment that you have where you're like, is it going to continue or is it going to come back down? So you have to decide, is that good enough? And I think for me, like, whatever, I missed out on an extra 30 grand, 40 grand. But I still made money, and then it doesn't matter because OXC took it back from me anyway. So freaking brutal. But that's how it feels. It's a really good feeling. And unfortunately, I guarantee that everyone will agree with me. We haven't had that feeling yet. It hasn't happened yet. I've been here for 2 bull cycles, and I just haven't had. This isn't it. Like, this isn't altcoins. This isn't alt season. So, crypto scam out. Whoa, Aloe, what? For what? I showed you my car. I showed you the car I want. And you're calling me a scammer for what? Yeah, nice and sporty. Yeah, previous own matters. Like if it was a 20-year-old something. Previous owner matters. Like if it was a 20-year-old or something. Oh, I don't know. Can you tell who drove the car? Based on that ripped seat, I feel like maybe it was a 20-year-old, but everyone's saying nice car. I feel like I should counter and be like, hey, 12K out the door. But damn, I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't. Like, I'd rather just wait until I make enough money to on my YouTube so that I could buy a Lambo and do Lambo vlogs. Because how sick would that be? If I just like ride around talking about Doge on Mars. If you ain't got no Doge on Mars, get you some. Well, I hold like 1 trillion coins. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I don't know how I would even react if that happened. Exactly, nobody does. You just sell. Like, you get scared and you just sell, and you hope that it's the top, and it never ends up being the top. So don't, and this is another thing, if that does happen, don't jump back in at lower prices, because that's when you get chopped up. You gotta give it time. You can't be fast. Flipcoins is still here. Yes. I think you were asking that question, and we're still waiting for that euphoric phase of the bull run. Damn it, Bobby. What's up, Smash Toshi? Welcome to the damn, we've been live for 1 hour and 14 minutes. I think it's the car. I think the car got me excited. Yeah, usually I live stream for 1 hour, but I guess 1 hour and 14 minutes. Yeah, it is pretty boring. 6 o'clock. How did you learn to do TA? I read it off of the back of a cereal box. I don't want to be a back holder. It's okay to be a back holder as long as you sell on the way up. One thing that I didn't do the last 2 cycles is that I didn't sell on the way up, which is why this time I always try to push it. Hey, sell on the way up, take some profits, and then just have a bag in case it does do something like that. In case it does go like Shiba Inu style and it like goes to that 50K mark. Because then at that point, I feel like that's enough. That's good enough for me. But if it doesn't, you're only risking, like, you've already made your money. And so what if the other portion goes down because you've already made your money? But at least you won't be fully out. That's the biggest thing, and that's what I refuse to do this cycle. Do you think that Mudang can boom? We can take a look at Mudang. I can't wait. I can't either. Yeah, it's super hard. A trillion coins when it's worth 5K. Yeah, it might. It might make a higher high and it might come straight back down. It might take it all back. I mean, we've seen that before, Aloe. I'm going to head out. Thanks again. Yeah, thanks. Free Lightning, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. So thank you so much for the 3 beans. That's awesome. Let's see. You said Mudang. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll make it. Taking a look at Mudang on the live stream. So we came down, we tested support. Nothing has really changed with Mudang. Our targets on the upside are still valid, which is, what is this, the 786 retracement? Yeah, so very bullish over the 618 right now. 33 cents is the 786 retracement for a double top, and a breakout should send us back up to 70 cents. And like I said before, I still think that $6 Mudang is still in play. And that's pretty much it. Keeping it very simple. On the way down, it does need to stay over the box in case we do get some sort of pullback or capitulation. As long as that happens, the targets on the upside are still valid. If not, we might be in for a deeper correction, which at that point we'll take a look at. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you. This is surely one of the last cycles, so I don't want to miss the higher boom. I think, yeah, it is hard to sell. Just don't sell everything. Just sell it, put it in your bank, and don't look at it. That's the hardest thing. Yeah, it's super hard. Some people can't do it. Anthony Smith says, really? No, I was just joking. So I did research. I Googled how to do it. I watched another YouTuber called Vision Pulse. He also has a food channel now where he stuffs his face called Big Tone's Food Reviews. So if you like me, you should definitely go check him out because I've watched him for a couple of years and I basically learned a lot from him. So I like his approach. I like his approach. So definitely check him out. Here, let me bring him up for you. Big T in the chat. He needs to give me some money. He needs to come in here and super chat. This guy. I've watched him. He's really good. He actually works at a lemonade stand at night. So you're gonna have to, and he goes live stream every single day. So you could go check him out. He usually live streams like 6-7 hours ago. So every single day. And at night he runs a lemonade stand. A lemonade stand. So he sells lemonade at night, and that's how he makes his money to invest in crypto. But I learned most of my stuff from him, and then I also Googled and then ChatGPT'd, which is basically just the indicators and reading the indicators and what they exactly mean. So, yeah. So if you like it, definitely go check him out. And then let me shout out his food reviews because he's always nice, and he sometimes shows me on his live stream. So that's really nice of him. So I guess I'll support his food addiction. This guy, look at this. Ooh, this guy showing us his chicken, whatever. Go sub. This is where he teaches you how to eat and where to eat. So his other channel teaches you how to do technical analysis, and then this channel talks about Powerade and the glory and the great things that come with Powerade, and also Taco Bell. Damn, he does a lot of Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Wendy's and McDonald's. Anyway, Big T food reviews. Go check them out. Okay, where was I at? If Vara hits like 25 and you don't buy it, I'm shaming you. No, I'll buy that if it does, because it's on crypto.com. So let me see. Yo, Vara's actually oversold. This is like, hello, look at this. Oh shoot, look at this. Last couple times, oversold, oversold, oversold. It's just not worth it though, because look, I mean, yeah, it might be. That's 94%. That's worth it. 47%. I mean, what are we looking at though? Let me see. Give me a second. So you didn't even come to 32. Nobody would have known that it would have stopped there. Yeah, I mean, dude, this is Aloe. What are you thinking? You want to do it? You want to do it? I'll get into a trade. Smashers at Vision scared me yesterday when he was digging on you. It sounded too serious for a second. Was he digging on me? Nah, he I don't think. No, I don't think he's serious. I don't think he's serious. I'm his #1 fan, dude. He's not gonna. He's not gonna. You're shilling his food review. Lemonade stand at night. Well, that's what he says. Hello, cool bro. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, Anthony Smith. You are very welcome. I'll see you in his live stream tomorrow if you end up subscribing to him. I'm always in there, but just FYI, I'm really bored because I'm either working and I have it in the background, or I'm working out and I just like type like random stuff like, oh, we're going to 0. So just don't take it serious because I'm just joking. I'm very bored. It's really boring. So, especially right now. So, let's like jump in there and just start talking like random stuff. I used to go in there and always talk about my coin OXT, and then I sold it. So I never did that again. Smash Toshi, he always says it's not serious, but deep down he's annoyed. I think he's not annoyed at me. I just think he wants to stop. Like, I just think he wants to make money. Like, I don't think it's me. I think it could be anybody. Do you have leverage? No, I do not, Mr. Picklewick. I'd wait. BTC has a dump, maybe. I don't know, man. Look, RSI is extremely oversold. That type of trade without leverage don't seem interesting. You can't trade without. You can't trade it with leverage. Yeah, dude. Like this thing, you're talking about this. Like you're talking about this coin. Like you want to leverage trade on this garbage? Really? How? Just put a small check in Dogecoin. Maybe it can make something. Volume seems interesting. Oh, we gotta take a look at. You know what? I'll make a Vara video. No, you know what? I'm not going to because I feel like. Liquidated it too much, now I'm afraid. Yeah, man. No, thank you. We all have our different trading styles, you know. You got yours, I got mine. Taking a look at Toshi on the live stream, so it does need to stay over 3085. What we really want to see is price action reverse, consolidate over this level, which we are technically over. So we came down, we retested this area of resistance as support. So as of right now, targets on the upside are still valid, previous high, and then 2094. If we are in for a deeper correction, we'll take a look at support, because technically you're still also in this channel, but you're still maintaining this uptrend, which we'll take a look at in the future if it does break below 3085. With that being said, so far so good. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. I hate buying a coin in a downtrend and then BTC drops in a nukes. Yeah, exactly. But come on, Aloe. This has our name written all over it. Literally, this has our name written all over it. I feel like come on. Well, what was the other coin? Oh, it was this one. Ship. It was Leash, right? It looks exactly like this. Oh my gosh. Wait, what happened here? Wait, I thought the move was a lot higher. Oh, never mind. Why are they releasing coins for Leash? What's going on with Leash? Does anybody know what's going on with Leash? This thing's crazy. Taking a look at the AI Prophecy Act 1. So just keep in mind, it does look like we've bottomed, a bottom and establishing a floor over 3 cents 20, consolidating and accumulating at these levels as long as we stay over this price action. 7 cents 20 and then 11 cents 90 are in play. Keep in mind, we could still come back up here and get stuck and come back down and consolidate. So we do need to get a break over this area for it to be confirmed macro bullish. So we got a lot of area grounds to cover. So you're looking at around a 200% from the current price. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. I hate buying. Oh no, I already read that. And everything is pumping right now. Yeah, but Vara isn't. Let's go. Come on, Aloe. If you do it, I'll do it. Like, actually. Let me see. Should I? Because on crypto.com, I could put in a limit order, right? Because the price is 3260, but the price is that. But on crypto.com, it looks like the price is 3622. So I'm obviously not going to pay a premium for it. But what I can do is I could put in a limit order, because it lets me put in a limit order. Let me see. Yeah, it lets me put in a limit order. Mine is 1%, which is showing a price of 3228. So if I want to buy 100,000, yeah, if I want to buy 100 or a million, no, that's too much. A million's way too much. Damn, 500,000 is too much too. I guess if I want to buy 250,000 coins, that'll be $807. And what can it do? Where would I sell? Hold on. Yeah, no. I would sell at... Yeah, even that is 160%. So you're looking at between 1,600 and... Yeah, you're looking at $1,600 and $2,200. I don't know, because that's the best case scenario, right? So 1,600, and then best case scenario is 4x, which is 3,200. Which I don't care about that extra 1K. I'll be fine with 1,600 and 2xing, or 2,200, 150%. I don't know. It's up to you, Aloe. I remember when I thought VVV bottomed, but then BTC nuked and it dropped another 30%. Are we rich yet? No. You're welcome, Mr. Pickle Rick. Thank you for stopping by. I've never seen you, so thank you so much for the subscription. Vara looks like it's dead. $100 max. Yeah, dude, this coin looks dead. Yeah, so let's see what happened here, because that's a good point. Did we have a 382 retracement? Yeah, we had a 382 retracement. And was that 400%? Hey, if this was 400%, we're buying Vara. Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so 150%. So I think 150% is pretty, playing it, like, I'll be fine with 100%. Because that's 1,600. That's not bad. That's not bad, Aloe. It's not bad, but then it went. I mean, technically, you'd still be up 46%. So it's not bad. Oh, the first one when it got listed. I don't see it. Where did it get listed? You're talking about this? $25? Oh, right here. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, it had a... Was it 400%? No, it's 300%. Hey, that's not bad though. Yeah, at a 0.5, I would have sold here at the 382. So I would have sold for 143%. But I would have been out, like, because we would have said, hey, you're just catching a bottom. And then the RSI is extremely oversold. We would have bought, like, let's just say $500 here, sold at the 236. That's another 128%. So you don't even need to you don't even need to go to the 382 in some cases. I'll be happy with just 100%. So, not bad. All right, we got to look at NOS, right? Nosana. Taking a look at Nosana on the live stream. So far so good. We are getting stuck at resistance right now. We do need to get a break over $1.18, which it does look like it's attempting to break out. So that's very, very, very good for NOS. A breakout over this should send us to $2.49, which is the 618 from the high to the low. Keep in mind, it is still validating this downtrend, and you could still come up and retest this area as resistance, which just so happens to coincide with this downtrend. So just be careful with that. However, regardless, on the shorter time frame, we still have $1.18 that we need price action to get over. If that doesn't happen, then we're going to look back and say we got stuck at the 236.382 area of resistance, and we came all the way back down. With that being said, I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. And then we got Sato that gave it all back. Honestly, I started crypto September last year. Last September. Tough year, yeah. Especially if you started in September. But November was pretty good. But I was shocked by all those crypto. They have just disappeared. Damn. Did you do Ondo? LA Fanatic. Playa. Hey, I like that. Did you do Ondo Playa? I'm a playa. I'm a shot caller player. And a caller. Let's see. We got to do Sato. And then, yeah, we'll take a look at Ondo for you. Taking a look at Sato the dog on the live stream. So, like we said, we came up here. What we didn't want to see is a giant red candle spawn in, take us back below this area of resistance, which unfortunately that's exactly what happened. But it's okay because you're still consolidating and you're accumulating sideways. You are still experiencing resistance at 501 to 5018. This is a kind of a gamble play right now. Very small market cap, good lock liquidity to market cap ratio though. So it is pretty good. Now, targets on the upside, once we do break this area of resistance, is 5043, and then from there to the moon, we'll take a look at the targets on the upside. And then at any point, if we do fall below 6043, I'd say we are in for a deeper correction, which at that point, we'll take a look at, we'll have to redraw this entire chart, and we'll take a look at it at that point. With that being said, I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. And then you said Ondo Playa. Yeah, so Ondo still $1.35 target on the upside, which is the 786? 618. Yeah, so $1.35 still the target on the upside. Once you break out, $1.60, and then previous higher in play. So far so good. Right now you're just getting this area of compression. So you're just getting like this high. So right now you're waiting for this. What you don't want to see is come back down. And if we do, 90 cents needs to hold. Otherwise, you're in for a deeper correction. And then we're going to look back and we're going to say that this thing's in a downtrend. So it's kind of do or die right now for Ondo. I don't know if you like you're okay with me saying that. But it does need to get a breakout. If it doesn't, we are going to go down. Flipcoins, welcome. Flipcoins for 20 beans. Says SEI. We will take a look at SEI for you. Did I make a video on it? I don't know if I made a video, so I guess I think I did make a video, but I'll make one anyway. I'll like another one anyway. Taking a look at SEI on the live stream. So far so good with SEI. Over 30 cents on the macro time frame. You are macro bullish, and the target on the upside is 50 cents. Once you get a breakout, and you do need to get a breakout over 50 cents, which is the 618, and it does invalidate this downtrend, making lower highs. Double top at the 786 and then double top at the previous all-time high are going to be the next targets on the upside. And then the bull run Moonboy target for SCI as of right now is $4.26, which is around a 12x, 10 to 12x from the current price. Keep in mind with SCI, that is going to put the market cap around 20 billion. So I don't think it's impossible for it to go to 20 billion. Anything over that might be pushing it, but I think anywhere between $1 and $4 for the cycle high isn't unreasonable. With that being said, I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. And then you said Mana. I haven't looked at Decentral. Dude, I had so much Decentraland. I got into a small trade. Aloe, I got into a small trade for Mana back in the day when it... Do you guys remember when it got listed on Coinbase? Let me show you. True story. So if you guys remember, Mana was listed on the Coinbase here. Okay? I remember this because I bought at 9 cents. I bought like 10,000. Damn, that would have been nice. So it was like 30 grand. I bought 10,000, okay? And it was like 10,000 at that point was like 900 bucks. So I did, you remember how we're talking about like bar right now? That's what I did, okay? And I remember, and like just like with Tezos and things like that, the problem is that my method worked, but the problem is I did it at the wrong time because I did it when things were going parabolic. So I was technically right, but I just sold early because I didn't know that we were in the bull run. And nobody does. You always think it's going to go back down, if not making a lower low. So I ended up selling it at like 12 cents or 13 cents, and then it just kept going. And that's another thing. You have to look back and you have to be like, was I actually going to hold it like another 430 days, right? Or like 410 days? You know what I mean? Was I actually going to hold it another year and sell it exactly at the top? Probably not. You know what I mean? Let's see. In a bull run, all explode at the same time. We do generally have time for pump like crypto to another. Do we generally have time to? Yeah. There's hold on, give me a second. Yeah, we do have. There is time. Hey, let's wait. Sorry, my cat was freaking out with the curtains behind me. Yeah, you generally do have time. Not all of them run at the same time. That's why people are diversified. I remember that giant pump, yeah. See you later, Flipcoins. I'll see you on Saturday if you stop by. Hit $5 on one of the smaller exchanges. Jump from one to another to make maximum profit. Yeah, but that's playing it super risky because some coins might not go up. Sorry for my writing. I'm fresh crypto compatriot. Yeah, it's okay, man. Welcome to the hustle to try to get out of basically not having $1 million in your bank. So I totally understand, man. We're all in the same boat. We're all trying to get out of here. That was a pretty good stream. We capped out at 23 and 23 concurrent viewers. That's not bad. We got like 4 super chats. I think with that being said, that's pretty much it. We've been live for almost 2 hours now. Wow, that's a long live stream. I'm pretty hungry now. Gotta go check to see what I'm eating tonight. If I'm making food or not. Anyway, Aloe, if Vara goes up, I'm going to be very upset with you because I was like, hey, let's buy it, and it's at 32. So if we look at it on Saturday, or if like tomorrow in Vision's live stream, if it's at like 62 or 208, you're gonna have to pay me $850 in super chats. But anyway, if it goes down, I don't know. I guess technically I would owe you, right? Anyway, with that being said, just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. I really appreciate all you coming by and helping support the channel. That's awesome. We're all in this together. I really hope we all make it. I hope all of our coins go up. Anyway, I will be live again on Saturday in the morning after the watch list, after I post videos on the watch list. So probably 9, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out at that point. With that being said, happy Friday tomorrow. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. And hopefully I will catch you guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I need to work on that. I guess I will catch everybody. That's good. It includes everyone. I will catch everybody in